Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Amesey's Corner. We got this 81 Fiat in, chirping noise when pushing clutch. Well, probably just got a dry throw up errand, so I figure we'll take a little cruise. Good morning, Josh. Oh, I hit the button. I hit the button on the camera. I'll just edit that together. So, yeah. 81 Fiat. I got it out here parked next to the Sonnet. I actually drove that GMC home to put some miles on it. That we're selling that truck. It's been sitting for a little while. I wanted to make sure the brakes were all derusted. So, yeah, here we go. Let's see what we got going on with the Fiat. This is one that's been in a few of my videos. I think it just had a little passing. I was passing through checking something on it a few months ago. I had this in. I don't remember what I was doing back then. The key, or is it this other one? Must be this other one. No, single-handed. I got the dropsies. There we go. Oh, it's got that smell. That European smell. This old Jaguar's got this smell. These old Fiats do too. Oh, doesn't want to start. What do we got going on here? No gas. Interesting. It's never, look. Look at that. Someone watched my video. Somebody watched my video. Old cars need fire extinguishers. Oh, she pumped a little. Yeah, I like that. I like seeing a fire extinguisher. I like seeing the cars run too. It's acting like it's got no gas. Cycle the pump a few times. Alrighty then. Well now, interesting. This thing ran last night. I parked it here. Oh, it just gives me that one pump, that one pop. Well, alright guys, let me figure out what's going on here. I'll see you in a minute. Alright, well, I don't know. I shut the camera off and it started right up. Must just be a little camera shy. Now, that gas gauge is awful low. I have no reason to believe that it doesn't work, so we're going to keep this really close. I really don't know why it didn't want to start. Seems to be running all right. Definitely a little easier to drive than the Sonnet. Definitely a lot quieter. So I guess he's David talking to him. I guess he might be interested in selling this car. If anybody out there might be interested in it. I'm gonna keep this really close. So chirps, pressing the clutch, it goes away. I'd say that's probably just a dry throw-out bearing, clutch release bearing. We'll get it up on the lift, see if I can squirt a little lube in without totally wetting the clutch. Clutch itself feels good. I like that hood. That's a neat hood treatment on these. The double bulge. Corner's alright, feels alright. Not really a powerhouse, but not bad. I'm not really getting on it. Check this out, check that out. As Euro cars, other place. They got a lot of neat stuff. They always have neat stuff. I gotta pay those guys a visit. I stopped by in that shop tour, but then a few things happened about the moving locations, and I kinda, like you might have seen in my earlier video about holding off on getting a project car. That was probably the day after I went and visited those guys at Eurocar, where I was gonna thinking on trading some weekend labor for another project, but because the location and we're gonna be moving, I don't wanna juggle a car while we're moving and going to a new place. So I think I'm just gonna keep the Sonnet and the 9000 as my project cars. I mean, no need to be greedy. Why do I need 3 projects? Hey. All right, guys, I'm gonna throw this up on the lift and see what that transmission looks like. See what we got going on. Let me let the clutch out real quick. Yeah, I don't hear any chirp. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I hear a little throw out bearing chirp. I don't know if that translates on the into the speaker on my recording device. So yeah, I'm gonna put this up in the air, see if I can access the clutch fork and the throw out bearing through the clutch fork hole. So let me get this up. I'll see you in a second. So I got this little Fiat. Get it up in the air. Take a look around. You know, pretty simple, but at this time it came out, it had a lot going on with the multi-link suspension. See a lot of fluid. Looks like this thing's leaking just about everything from everywhere. But you know, anti-rust keeps it from rusting. The weird sludge. So anyway, squeaky clutch. We got where is it? There it is. Looks like we got a little rust on the adjuster knurl on the cable. You know, and this is the boot I got ripped out, and the clutch fork goes in there. That little thing you see, that round thing, get you right up in there, is the throw out bearing. It's actuated by this lever here, and it opens the clutch fork fingers rather right there. So I don't think it's squeaking because of lack of lubrication. Other than this pivot definitely could use a little grease. So I'm gonna grease this up, put this back together. We'll get it down, take a little walk around, and I gotta get on my day. I gotta get on with my day. Look at that. That's a U-joint. They got a name for that. What do they call them? It's on the tip of my tongue. What they call that kind of U-joint. And then that's a U-joint. I got some rear diff leaking pretty good. Yeah, rear diff leaking. Disc rear brakes. That's one of the things going on. I mean, not a lot of older cars have, you know, 4-wheel disc brakes. Pretty cool. You know, it's in good shape. No rust. I don't see any major stuff. Just the usual oil leaks you see with these old European cars. Adds to the character, adds to the smell. Well, I'm gonna get this lubed up. We'll get it down and take a look at it, and see you in a second. Well, I got this clutch all lubed up. Really wasn't a whole lot I can do for it without taking it apart. They're, yeah, neat little car. Definitely a neat little car. Weird hood hinge. Weird hood hinge. Now, I really like the back treatment on these. The way the fenders kind of flare up. I don't know if the camera really does it justice. Let me get back up. Probably what I would do if this was my car, what I would do is I'd shave these bumpers off, and I would put this into every car show the Sonnet went into. You know, I bet you this thing would get a lot of attention at a show, just because you don't really see them. You really don't. I mean, but anyway, guys, I just wanted to poop a little video up. This Fiat 2000 Spyder. You know, you hear that? I don't know if that translates. A little clunking in reverse. This car's done it. I've been working on this car for about 3 years. The last 3 years when it needs something, and it's made that noise in reverse the whole time. But yeah, neat little car. Definitely a neat little car. Well, anyways, guys, I just wanted to show this to you. You know, I wasn't really going to make a video of it because it's something pretty simple, but it's also something we don't see every day, and you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Just back this thing up, seal it up, lock it up. You know, it's a little rough around the edges, a little rough, but still, this thing's friggin' perfect compared to what the Sonnet was when I got that. You know, I go back and take a look at some of my older videos of the Sonnet. Look at the one where not the one where I first drive it home, but the one where I take a first look at it. And that was bad. That was bad. So anyways, guys, I got a lot of customers showing up. You know, the lot's filling up. It's turned into a busy place. You know, it's like 8 o'clock in the morning, and like usual, we're teaming and pumping and humping and pumping and getting the cars out. So on that note, until next time, guys, keep it out of the cabbage.